Good morning, Johanna, and I hope you're all keeping very warm on this cold day, and lots of you were able to get out and play in the snow this weekend. We've had a funny month. For some of us it's been really long and we've had to be very patient, and others it has gone by in a flash. Lots of different things have happened this month already. We've entered lockdown number 3. And we've had a new US president and vice president in office. And we've also had the vaccine for coronavirus begin to be rolled out across our country to help keep people safe. I wonder what has happened for you this last month, whether it's been hard to stay at home or if you've been able to connect with people on videos and calls and see your friends. If you would like to, please make sure you check out the newsletter so you can find out when you can join in with fun and games on our games nights and playing bingo and doing Zumba. All that information is in your newsletter. Today we are carrying on thinking about being patient in the last week of January, and Nathan Jones, who is the minister of Oasis Church in Waterloo, is going to share a little bit more about that.
Over the Christmas holidays, I watched all of the Star Wars films with Seren and Nia. I was about your age when I watched the first 3 Star Wars films, and my favourite of those is Empire Strikes Back. Now, in case you haven't seen it, in Empire Strikes Back, Luke Skywalker is the main character, and Luke needs to learn how to be a Jedi so that he can save the world from the bad guys. So Luke goes to Yoda, who is the best at teaching people how to be good Jedis, but Luke isn't a very good student. And at one point, Yoda says, "I cannot teach him. He has no patience." Now, as Flick said, patience is the habit that we're trying to learn this month. Patience is being able to wait for something without getting annoyed, or being able to stay calm when someone is difficult or annoying. I think that sometimes it's difficult to be patient. It can be really annoying having to wait for things. Like when you have a really important thing to say to your parents, but they're doing something else and they ask you to hang on for a minute before you say it. That can be really hard, can't it? Or on Saturday, Seren baked some iced lemon biscuits, and it was really annoying having to wait for ages for them to bake properly in the oven. But if we'd taken them out any earlier, they would have been ruined or they would have tasted terrible. But the thing is that everyone, even grown-ups, everyone finds it difficult to be patient sometimes. But it's a really important thing to learn. Because in Star Wars, Luke did take his time, he was patient, and he did learn from Yoda, and eventually he won the battle between good and evil. And because I did wait until those ice biscuits were baked properly, they tasted amazing. So patience is important. It's hard to do, but lots of things that are good and important are hard to do at first, aren't they? The thing about being patient is that it helps us, and it also helps the people that we're with. So when your mum is really busy, if you can be patient and hang on to that question for a few minutes before you ask it, sometimes that will really help your mum, especially at the moment when it's really hard to do all your work, do all the housework, and also homeschool you at the same time. So let's stop for a minute, and let's think about how we might answer these questions. Can you think of any times from the last couple of days where it would have been better if you'd been more patient? Can you think of something that you can do today to be more patient with the people that you live with? We're going to end with a prayer. So you can direct this to God or to Allah, or if you prefer, you can just close your eyes and think about these words. God, thank you for the gift of patience and how much these things help us. Help us to make time each day where we are still and quiet. Show us how to help each other become more patient too. Amen.